everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Imaginary Boys. I am one of the two hosts, Mr. Habanero, and I have my secondary host, Mr. Lettuce. How are you doing, Mr. Lettuce?
Pretty good. Yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. I am pretty tired today, but I feel pretty accomplished. I cleaned the absolute hell out of my bathroom today. I just absolutely went nutter on it. I usually clean my bathroom like once a month, and I'll do like the basic like tub scrub, toilet scrub, sink scrub, and maybe like a few other things depending on how dirty they are. But today I was like, no more. I want to scrub my bathroom top to bottom, every goddamn inch of the floor, just scrub it like a crazy madman. And let me tell you, that bathroom might be more beautiful and pristine than it was on the day that I first moved into this goddamn apartment. It looks so goddamn beautiful in there, dude. I'm so proud of myself.
Oh, I don't doubt you. A lot of apartments I've moved into, the bathrooms were scary.
Yeah.
They were yucky.
Yeah. So I don't usually do like a top to bottom complete overhaul scrub down, but I kind of decided this year in particular, specifically, I decided I'm now officially in spring cleaning mode. And I kind of like got to a point of where it was like, I want to completely just clean my house more intensely than I've ever cleaned in my entire life of living in this particular apartment. So I decided the first place that I wanted to start was the bathroom, and it's super beautiful in there. And I'll probably be trying to, do various different rooms as I go along. I kind of want to I have like a little laundry nook, and I really, really want to scrub down my laundry nook because it is kind of depressing in there. And then I'll probably want to do my kitchen. And then after a while, I'll probably do the living room. So, and then I'm just going to kind of slowly move into each place as I keep going. So I'm kind of in a cleaning mood right now, and I want to go hyper intense on it and make this place beautiful. Because I also want to rearrange some furniture too. I kind of want to. I have like a little art nook, and where I do like artwork and stuff like that, but I haven't used it as much for artwork. So I kind of want to transform it into maybe my new recording space. I've been thinking about doing that. So might be a little more comfy and might be a little more interesting to record in, and might have some more things, knickknacks and things to look at for people who, watch my videos or, watch my streams or something like that. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm not 100% sure yet, but thinking about it. What about you, buddy? Are you doing any cleaning or anything cool like that, or anything?
Just the usual stuff. I try to keep a handle on.
All right, nice, man.
I've got to travel off to the summer camp facility.
Summer camp facility?
Yeah, we've got a couple of community camps that we operate, and one of them had a network switch die, so I have to do a replacement.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I've got to travel there tomorrow, and I'm tired, and I don't want to do it, but I've got to do it because it's my job.
Yeah, honestly, it sounds like we're both pretty exhausted today.
Yeah, so
yeah.
We apologize in advance if I sound like I'm more drunk than I normally am.
I'm drinking too, so
it's not because I'm drunk, because I haven't actually drunk anything today.
Oh, never mind. I mean,
ironically,
just super tired.
I'm just so tired. I'll sound like I'm incredibly drunk.
Gotcha. Yeah, I am like I said, like I was pretty proud of myself because I was literally inside my bathroom all day today. Like all day today. So I'm pretty exhausted. My arms are tired, especially like scrubbing the tub was like intense. Um, so like, that was like, I'm just really exhausted. So I'm just kind of like, I feel like a bowl of jelly right now. I feel like a blob, and I'm enjoying a tasty alcoholic drink. I don't have any of the proper ingredients for really making Long Island iced teas. So I'm just kind of like, you know, fumbling random mixed drinks together and having a good time with it. So that's kind of what
I
I'm drinking.
mean,
Yeah.
that's where the real fun in alcohol is.
Experimenting.
Yeah, just chucking things together and see what you can make.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who just they have like entire TikTok channels where all they do is just like take suggestions for mixing random alcohols together and see what it'll taste like.
I am drinking like, this is kind of like a citrusy drink because I'm using literally like 3 different citrus flavored alcohols in this one. So, and it's not like oh, like, it tastes like you're just drinking a straight up like lemon. But
I could go for a straight up lemon right now.
yeah, you just shove a lemon in your mouth and just suckle on it.
I actually like eating lemons.
Hey man, that's okay. I like sour stuff too.
Like I go for a like I get a sweet tea at a restaurant. They're like, "Do you want lemons?" I'm like, "Yeah, give me extra lemons."
Mm.
And then I'll just eat the lemons.
Yeah. Mm. My parents told me that I used to do that when I was like a little baby. They used to tell me that I used to suck on lemon slices and lime slices and just like suck all the juice out of them until they were like wrinkled and nasty.
No, I eat them like orange slices. Just be like,
I, I'll do that too. I'll do that too. You ever like put like a teeny tiny bit of sugar on them just for the hell of it, or do you just like them straight up sour in your face?
well, typically when you ask for the extra lemons, they don't give you like a dish of lemons on the side. They
Yeah.
just throw lemons. They throw lemons in your tea.
Mm-hmm.
These lemons. So in that case, the lemons are a little tea infused.
Yeah.
They've picked up a little extra. They picked up a little bit of sweetener.
Yeah. That does sound pretty good. Did you ever used to like or do you like eating grapefruit?
You know, I don't have a lot of experience eating grapefruit.
No experience with pamplemousse?
No, no, I don't have a lot of experience with that. Strangely enough.
I think that if you really like eating lemons, you'd probably enjoy some pamplemousse action. Um,
Well, I mean, and I get that. Like
yeah.
now that I think about it, like some pink grapefruit or something like that.
Oh hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
But the problem is just it doesn't. It's never really ever came up for me.
Hmm.
Like if there's something along that lines, it's usually like half a cantaloupe.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, love me some fresh cantaloupe.
I was raised eating goddamn grapefruits. Like my father specifically, like he was really into the idea of like all the health benefits of pamplemousse, and he would go out and he would just buy them all the freaking time, like all the time. And I would get one in my lunch like every goddamn day. Just fat
Bruh.
grapefruits. I remember in elementary school because kids are like, you eating a grapefruit? And I'm like, yeah, man, they're good. They're like, but aren't they really sour? And I'm like, well, it's mostly like the skin is just really sour. So like I used to show kids that, like, I remember because like sometimes I would want the super sour and bitter flavor because I like that, but also sometimes I would just want them to eat them really sweet. So like the thing is that you can do is like when you're done peeling a grapefruit, like you would want to like peel the skin off and then peel the little white stuff off. I can't remember the name of it, but it has a name. But you peel that stuff off, and then you would have like the fruit, and you could like take the skin that is around the fruit and like peel those off, and then all that's left is like the fleshy inside. And like I would show kids that I was with that like if you just I was just like I would pull it out of the skin and hand it to them, just like try it like that. And they're like, "Oh, it's like sour, but it's mostly sweet." And I'd be like, "Yeah, it's kind of like eating like a sour gummy worm." And they're like, "These are so good." And I'm like, "I'll trade you like half of mine for your Twinkie." And they'd be like, "Yeah, man." So I would
Look
show,
at you. Look at
yeah.
you trying to get fat.
I never could. Never could. Uh
Bastard.
yeah. Even to this day I can't get fat. It's just not in my genetics. It's not a thing I'm allowed to do apparently. Um but yeah, man, pamplemousse, it's good stuff. Like I would heavily recommend it, especially if you're, because you're saying that you like to eat like lemons and stuff like that. And the skin, like the skin that surrounds the fruit is like super duper healthy for you. It's got like a ton of like vitamins and nutrients in it and stuff like that. So yeah, I used to eat them all the freaking goddamn time, all the time. Super yummy, especially if you like sour stuff. Mm. Very lemony, my drink tonight. It's very lemony. Because it's like, it's got, what is it? It's got like, it's got this like weird lemon alcohol that straight up tastes like a super sweet lemon. I can't remember the name of it, but, and then it's got, triple sec in it. And then it also has like an orange gold Patron in it. And I also went ahead and I think I put, I think it's vermouth. I think it's vermouth. And that's like pretty much my mixed drink. And like then it's got some like lemon simple syrup. So like I mix like lemon juice and sugar and hot water. So it's got some of that. And then I also put the last of like I had like a little tiny thing of Coke and there was only just a little bit left. So I went ahead and put a little bit of Coke on top
Splash
of it.
that in.
Yeah. Yeah. Give it a little color. Give it a little color.
Splash it in. I saw something on TikTok yesterday that I absolutely just want to try.
What is that?
You get some strawberries, you dip them in a can of marshmallow fluff,
Okay.
and then you roast them over a campfire,
Oh, okay.
and then you drizzle it in chocolate.
That sounds really intense.
Yeah, it does.
I'd be down to try that. That sounds pretty yummy.
So on our bro date,
No, oh yeah,
we'll make a patio fire,
yeah, man.
and we'll get some skewers,
Yeah,
and we'll dip and we'll fluff up some marshmallows,
right.
some strawberry marshmallows.
I'm down.
Yeah,
Smoke some cigars.
yeah. Smoke some cigars.
Dude, hell yeah.
Drink mint juleps.
Mm, mm. Yeah, I'm kind of down for that.
Drink some penny royal tea.
Yeah. I remember that like one of the things that I used to do when I used to go camping was you would just take an apple and you would just poke it on a skewer and then just roast it over the fire just like that. And like the skin like cracks and like, it basically like gets all nice and hot and like fluffy on the inside, and like the skin is like kind of like crackles and like turns into like almost like a crust a little bit. And then like by that point like it's cracked enough and it gets a little sticky on the outside, and then
Mm-hmm.
you coat it in like sugar and cinnamon, and it's like a roasted like it tastes like an apple pie basically. It's so yummy, but it's, there's no pie crust or anything like that, but
Yeah, you basically made applesauce
yeah.
without throwing it into a processor.
But it's like super duper yummy. Super yummy. I
Yeah,
mean, I guess applesauce is pretty yummy too. Like,
applesauce is pretty good.
yeah. I started hanging out with somebody every once in a while lately, and they actually told me that they're like, oh yeah, like I buy applesauce all the time, and whenever I get the munchies, I just shove applesauce in my face, and it's cheap and it's delicious and it keeps me happy. And I'm like, all right, man.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, I buy pouches of applesauce mostly for my kid.
Right.
For when he get snacky.
Yeah.
I'm like, go ahead and go in the fridge and just grab you an applesauce sauce pouch.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a cheese, maybe a string cheese or something.
Dude, I love string cheese. It's so yummy.
I know. I end up eating the string cheese and the applesauce too.
Do you ever do do you actually peel your string cheese, or do you do it like the
I don't.
hedonistic way that I love to do it, which is you literally just bite chunks out of it from the top?
Just bite the chunks out of it, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, who's
It's
got
like,
time? The thing is like, you get that cheese stuck inside. Like you got to use your fingernail to separate it.
yeah,
So
it's too much work.
But then you get the cheese stuck underneath your thumbnail.
Yeah, and then you got gross cheesy thumb.
Yeah. So no, just take a chomp. Just take a chomp out of it.
Mm-hmm. Applesauce, like, what's really interesting too is because like the cheese sticks with applesauce, that's like such a good combo because it's kind of like, have you ever had like like a peach and like cottage cheese combo?
I can't stand cottage cheese, but
Oh,
sure.
you don't like cottage cheese? Well,
No.
like I mean, ignoring cottage cheese though, it's still like the same idea. Like it's kind of like the idea of like apple slices with cheddar, right?
Yeah.
Like you have like an apple slice and then you have like a slice of cheddar, and like the flavors just kind of like work really well together. Like it's kind of like the same thing with like string cheese and applesauce. Like it's just like you get that kind of like smooth, like cheesy taste, and then you get that like nice kind of sweet, apple saucy taste, and they just go well together. It's weird. I like it though.
Throw a handful of nuts in your throat.
Yes. I was eating a delicious bag of nuts not too long ago. It was very good. Had a variety.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Yeah, dirty boy.
Yeah. I think it's conversations like this that make me realize why Google thinks I'm homosexual. I get like advertisements all the time from Google. Like I get like straight up.
We were listening to your podcast, and we realized we were listening to your podcast. And we realized that you have a thing for thick, burly men.
I have been getting so many homosexual ads on AdSense from like YouTube and like Pandora and Google, and every goddamn website I go to is like, hey, we think you're homosexual. Here's a gay ad. Like here's an advertisement about something related to being homosexual. And I'm like,
it's your month.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I get this advertisement on YouTube all the time that is like take this quiz to find out if you're LGBTQ. And I'm like, oh, okay, like it's they're supporting LGBTQ. All right, that's cool, man. That's cool. And then I run into it like 500 times, and I'm like, listen, Google, I know what it looks like.
Serious motherfucker. Bruh. You need to take our quiz. We know you have the gay. We're just trying to figure out whether or not you have the big gay.
I'm starting to realize that maybe it's just I think it might just be that I just gotta stop with all the gay porn. Like maybe that's the problem. I think that's just, it's finally gotta stop.
No. Quitter.
Quitting is for quitters. Quitting is for quitters, bro.
Quitter. I mean, if you want to quit the gay porn, I'll quit the tentacle henty. We'll see who relapses first. Oh, it'll be me.
Yeah, man. Just too many dicks. Google's like, listen here, buddy. We know that you don't want to admit it, but we know you got the gay. We know you got the gay. Oh man. It's stuff like that makes me wonder, Like, it's just like, I can't. I can't. Like, you know, like when you have that, like, I think you and me have talked about this before. Like, when I was in high school, I like legitimately was like at a time where I was like thinking, I was like, well, I don't know. Like, I've never tried to like have any kind of gay interactions before. Like, that's not something I've ever tried before. So I guess I could like try it and see what it's like. And like, I had some interactions in high school, and I was like, nah, super don't like it. Super, this is not my thing. Like, I'm glad I tried. I'm glad I went into it with an open mind, but it's just, it's kind of like I had that day the other day where I was sick because, we're doing this a day late. And I was like,
Yeah.
I accidentally ordered a burrito with beans, but you know what? Maybe my tastes have changed. Maybe it's time for me to try beans again. And then I consumed that bean burrito, and I just about threw up everywhere. Like, literally an hour afterwards. Like, an hour, like, I mean, I was gagging through the process of eating it. And an hour afterwards, I was like, okay, I'm literally trying everything in my power to not throw up right now because I am sick to my stomach. So I think it's kind of like that, where it was just like, well, I tried it, and I can definitely say that this is absolutely genuine.
Still not for you, huh?
No, it's not. It's not.
You see, Susan, he's not actually gay. He's a sexual scientist. He just sleeps with the occasional man
Yeah.
to prove to himself he doesn't like it.
Mm-hmm. See, Lettuce, this is why I keep you around. You know me so well at this point. You know me so goddamn well. I'm not.
That's sad.
I was literally about to say something absolutely awful, and I like literally just bit my tongue.
Aw.
Yeah, my mouth is bleeding a little bit.
Well, that's hot.
Mm. Yeah, he likes it when you get the blood on. It's the way to do
Rainbow kisses.
it. I mean, now that I think about it, we're coming back to the thing that I was talking about. I've never tried it, so I can't know if I hate it, right? This is the right mentality. We got to keep open minds, right? Isn't this the right thing, Lettuce? Aren't we doing the right thing?
No. Sometimes it is proper to just assume the nope.
Yeah. And
then nope out.
Well, I got a very strong impression that two ladies that frequent our podcast, apparently this is their thing. And apparently they've made us very aware that this is their thing. Well, actually, let me take that back. One of those two ladies actually listens to our podcast.
I was about to say, only one of those ladies listens to our podcast. And
yeah,
while she's aware of it, I will almost guarantee you she has not tried it.
I mean, I don't know. She seemed pretty knowledgeable about it at the time. She seemed pretty knowledgeable about it.
Okay, but anybody with an urban diction, anybody with the ability to just go to www.urbandictionary.com knows about it.
So, like, did you know about it before they brought it up?
I've heard it called other things. I've heard rainbow kisses, and I've heard rainbow kisses referred to other things, but I knew that was one of the three.
So I literally had never heard of the term before in my entire life until they brought it up. Never heard of it.
That's because you're just a sheltered prude.
Yeah, I guess so. Wait. Is this something that you personally have had experience with? Is that what I'm trying to get here? Is that what I'm getting here?
Yeah, let creepy Uncle Rob just let you know that this is something that you should probably just nope right the bruh.
Oh man. What, man? You don't like don't like getting a little fruit punch concentrate on your mouth, on your face? on your all over your face, in your hair, all over your hands. You look like you just walked out of like a goddamn crime scene.
No, that I'm fine with. That I'm fine with.
Yeah, all over, like
That I could deal. That I could deal with for every once in a while.
Uh-huh.
It's the actual rainbow kiss
Mm-hmm.
because you got to have multiple colors in a rainbow.
Yeah, that's still the part that I don't understand why they call it that. I still don't understand that.
Because menstrual fluid is not the only thing on your face.
Oh. Well, I mean, obviously, you need you need to have, you know, you need you need to have a little you need to have a little bit of a rain for a rainbow to appear, right?
Yeah, yeah. Because no, because the part that you because see you're already wicked out by half of the procedure for half of the real procedure for a rainbow kiss.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the harder you think about it, the more colors you add, right?
No, no, it's only two colors.
Uh,
I mean, unless you've got unless you've got an inflamed and infected cyst somewhere that you want to pop and suck, you want to suck open.
uh, I actually feel sick. I actually feel sick from hearing that. Let's uh
Corekeeper,
Corekeeper, man. Corekeeper, right.
Corekeeper, a conversation worth noping out of.
Oh man. Oh man. We are almost 30 minutes into this. We are almost 30
Yeah.
minutes.
So yeah, no, the full procedure, which I feel like our dear friend did not explain to you part two on that one, either because she was too embarrassed to say so or did not know.
Yeah.
Because that is if this is a heterosexual rainbow kiss,
Right.
oral favors are returned.
All right, man. Yeah.
And then when you've got a face full of unbaby gravy. And she's got a face of your and she's got a mouthful of your baby gravy. Then you kiss. And you kind of mix and stuff and make her
Oh no! Is that what it's supposed to be? Is that actually what it's supposed to be?
Yeah, it's a mutual snowball.
I thought it was just the one thing on the one side.
No, because that would be a really good sexual position if it was just one person.
No. I mean,
two to tango.
No. I mean, what I meant is like I thought it just meant like I thought that the slang term was in reference to specifically the guy, you know.
Yeah, the guy noms on his lady
on his hoochie mama.
On his hoochie mama as she has fallen to the communists.
But the thing is I thought that it was just that, and that was it. Like I thought it was just the whole procedure was dudes going down on his lady.
It can be, but the full and proper.
Yeah.
The real double Dutch rudder, as it were, is, you do your thing and then you've got a sloppy face. You've got a sloppy Joe all over you. then she does. Then she gives you the good time Gluck Gluck 9000,
Right.
and catches and then catches uh and then catches a shot, and then comes back up and has a mouthful of uh good uh good morning gravies, and
Sure,
then you
man.
just kind of lock into a kiss where fluids intertwine and mix and just get all sorts of nasty.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's like, I mean, like,
And you know, people like peanut butter and people like chocolate. You put
okay.
peanut butter and chocolate together and it's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Creepy Uncle Rob. Yes, my real name is fine if you get people want to know me as Rob. I will occasionally, if the need arises, ignore that my lady friend has fallen to the communists and enjoy me a little potato famine.
Cool talk, bro. All right, man. There you go.
I have, on
Mm-hmm.
several occasions, you know, kissed my partner after oral was performed on me, and there may or may not have been still some of my children on her tonsils.
Gotcha. So basically, the whole point is that you've done this before, and you know the whole.
I mean, I've done no. The whole point is I've done the full act before, yes, and I've done each of the individual acts.
Right.
The individual acts, like the going down on your woman as she is praising Stalin.
How many
Well, not
different ways can you make that joke? Like, come on, man.
well. We got to use euphemisms because we're trying to have polite conversation,
Yeah, sure.
and so we've got to use euphemisms for periods. Because that's what we're talking about, ladies. We're talking about periods, apparently.
Yeah.
Uh, the whole
In
three of
case
you,
you didn't know, in case that
yeah,
wasn't,
the whole three of you that are listening. Um, you know, while I will be the first one to admit, and every woman will tell you that her menstrual fluids are not tasty at all. It's something that I have
oh
gone.
god.
It's something that I have suffered through because
Okay,
I felt
suffered.
it.
Keyword suffered. I thought for sure you were gonna be like, actually, it's pretty goddamn tasty.
Oh, I mean, no. It tastes like cheap fish.
Oh.
Like women who have a fishy scent down there are women who don't freshen up after the time of the month very well.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I thought
Anyway,
what you were just okay.
yeah.
I don't have much to add to
It's
this. I really don't. This is definitely an Uncle Rob story time.
yeah, this is creepy Uncle Rob story time. So like if you've lived, I mean, you have a sister and you have a mother. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you've been around them during their time in the month, and maybe they left used sanitary items in the bathroom.
Um, not that I can actually directly recall.
My moms would leave shit and like leave their pads in the fucking bathroom all the time, and they would get whiffy.
Hmm. No, I can't say that I've actually like I mean, I've seen I've seen garbage cans with that stuff in them before. Not that I was it would literally be like, like open up the trash can to like throw away a paper towel and be like, "Oh, that's there." Um
Yeah,
but like in
but
like a unisex bathroom or something. But like I think from what I can recall throughout my childhood, and I mean I knew what they were too, like, but I don't like at relatively young ages I knew what they were, but I had a my parents gave me a pretty um like thorough like sex education at a fairly young age. Like I was like um I think I was in elementary school. Like I was like a fifth or sixth grader when they gave me like my sex talk, quote unquote. Um,
my sex talk was fun.
yeah. But my point is that growing up, I cannot recall that I had seen like sanitary like used sanitary napkins or tampons in my home garbage cans. So, but then again, like my parents usually had their own bathroom and my sister had her own bathroom and like they were
Oh, okay.
yeah, so
Lucky you.
yeah, I mean just worked out that way, I guess. So
I mean, the houses that I grew up in typically only had one bathroom.
oh, okay. Yeah,
So, and I had multiple mothers, and so during that time of the month, their pads would they would occasionally have pads in the bathroom garbage,
mhm.
and if like they changed, and then I went to go use the bathroom. It was quite whiffy,
All right, man.
very
Y-
very whiffy.
Yeah, I can definitely say that I didn't really have that. Like, I didn't have to put up with that. I guess. I guess
Lucky
my
you.
yeah. I want to say that they were just very conscious of it or something. So I do actually have like kind of a funny story though that was uh like like I because talking about like you bringing up the whole thing with that reminds me of oh, maybe I shouldn't tell that story. I don't know. It's not a bad. It's not that bad, I guess. My sister used to live in an apartment with like her boyfriend when I was really young. Like I was still in elementary school, and I remember like because my sister she's essentially approximately 10 years apart from me, so she's 10 years older than I am. And she was very independent at a fairly early age, and she was living in an apartment with her boyfriend. And she was an older teenager, and I was still in elementary school. And she used to like pick me up and take me back to their apartment. And me and my sister would just hang out and like play video games together. And that would be like our whole bonding thing. Like that was what we would do. And I remember like seeing like a bowl on the table. And mind you, like I was in elementary school, but at this time, I've already had the sex talk. I already know what sex is. Like I knew what sex was at a pretty early young age. Um, and I see this bowl on the table and like legit, like on the table, on the coffee table, in the living room, like just sitting there,
Bruh.
filled with
Bruh.
filled with condoms. Just totally like just I don't know like I don't know if it was like a part of me says when I recall it, like when I think back on this memory, I think it was a joke. I think that was the whole point. I think it was supposed to be like they probably did actually like use them, but I think it was supposed to be a joke. Like how like because it was a literally like it was like a chip bowl. Like it was like a large plastic chip bowl sitting on the coffee table filled to the top with just condoms, and they were all like different colors. They were like purple ones, green ones, pink ones, orange ones, yellow ones, blue ones. Like they were just straight up like just a gigantic bowl of condoms. And I saw this, and like when I first saw it, like at first I thought it was candy. So like I quickly like my sister like went to go do something while I was playing some games. Like we were both playing games and swapping the controller and stuff like that. And she went to like go do something real quick. And I was like, oh, this might, like, I didn't fully realize they were condoms yet. And I was like, oh, this is my chance to grab some of those candies because they look like bright colored, like gummy candies or something in like little individual wrappers with tons and tons of text on them. So I grabbed like a handful of them and shoved them into my pocket. And like I don't think about it. I'm just like, I'll eat these later. I don't want to like, you know, she's already giving me snacks and food, so I don't really want to like tell her that I stole a bunch of her weird gummy candies off of her table. So I have a pocket full of condoms, man. And I'm like in 5th or 6th grade. And so I get home from my like I get home from hanging out with my sister. And I empty out my pockets because I'm just like, oh, like I'm gonna like maybe like I stole a bunch of these like gummy candies. I'm gonna like eat some of them or something. And
before they get ruined in your pocket.
Yeah. So I pull them out and I look them over and I'm just like, wait, these aren't gummy candies. What are these? And like I start reading them and I'm like, these are the mythical condoms my parents told me about. These are the
I found the mother load.
Yeah, I was like, does this mean that if I wanted to, I could have sex now? Because I know what that is. And this is like the secret thing that you need to do that. Because you can't do it unless you have these. It was like I was given like the holy key to like the ultimate lock or something like that. Like I was like, this is the final holy object and I've finally achieved it. And like I just had like
one of the most adorable things that I ever came across.
Yeah.
Me and my ex-wife were shopping at the CVS down the road.
There's a little bit more to the story, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, no. I thought you were just kind of done with it.
No.
Go ahead and finish your story, then I'll do mine.
I promise it's almost done. So I had these condoms and I was super excited because I was like, I thought they were gummy. Like I was excited because I thought they were gummies, but then I realized what they were and I was like even more excited. I was like, I have to like hide these somewhere so that I can like come up with like the perfect plan to use them at some point for some reason. Like, because I'm like in 5th or 6th grade and I will totally be able to do that soon. And like, so I hid them like in a drawer. Like, I think it was like I hid them in like my sock drawer or something like that. And I was like, this is the perfect spot. And like my father found them. Father found them. And he took them and he was like, son, do you know what these are? And I was like, I can't tell him that I know that they're condoms because then he'll think I'm having sex, which I'm totally not, but he might think I'm lying. So it's better to lie, to hide a lie. It's better that I lie so that I can hide a future lie so that in the end I'm not actually lying. So I was like, I thought they were gummy candies, so I was going to hold on to them and then have them later. And he's like, I'm pretty sure he probably thought I was a idiot. And he was like, no, son, that's not what these are. Where did you get these? And I was like,
son, I am disappointed.
Yeah, I was like, I found him at my sister's house while I was over at her place playing games. And he's like, oh, I see. Okay. And like, he just like left. And I found out like way later, chewed out my sister for like having like chip bowl of condoms on the coffee table. And I think that he also mentioned that, I'm not sure, but he may or may not have like eaten one of these thinking they were candy. You shouldn't have a chip bowl of bright colored see-through condoms when you're having little children over.
That's right, Tab Sister. Don't have the chip bowl full of prophylactics sitting on the dining room table.
It was on the coffee table in the living room.
Like they're after dinner mints.
And I mean, I feel kind of bad because I totally lied because I knew like the only thing I lied about was that
you 100% just dimed out your sister.
Yeah, I did. But I was like a small child and I was panicking and I was like, I can't tell him that I know that they're condoms because then I'll be in way more trouble.
Dad, I am heterosex.
Oh,
son,
man.
I am proud of you.
I don't think I've ever told anybody that story. I think the only person I've told that story to was I think I actually told my sister that story because I remember her telling me that she got chewed out by dad for it later. So, but yeah, I think the only
So what ended up happening was I was shopping at CVS with my ex-wife.
Yeah, CVS.
And this was about 9 years ago. This was like right after we bought this house. So we had been married for a while. And in our CVS, the candy aisle and the condom aisle
no
are the same aisle. They're like different sides of the same aisle. So me and my ex-wife we're just looking at candy. Mm-hmm. We're kind of in the mood for a chocolate. Let's get some nice chalkies.
Sure.
These two 15-year-old boys barrel into the aisle we're at, stop at the condoms and go, whoa, the mother load. So you're telling your story, and all I can envision is like you running into my CVS, hitting the buying the like large box of condoms that you will never use. Like I wanted to pull the kids because they were 15, 16.
Sure.
I wanted to congratulate them on, doing the sensible thing.
Right.
However, I was like, come on, dude. These things have an expiry date. You're not going to use it. You're not going to use the entire 24 pack. I am a sexually active, married, like 30-something-year-old dude.
Yeah.
I bought a 24 pack once, and like at least 8 of them expired.
Well, that's that's the thing too, is like that's how they get you, man, because you like want to buy, because like so I mean we've talked about this in the Pen 15 episode. I have to buy Magnums. I have to. Because I actually
do they even sell Magnums in more than a 6-pack?
Yeah, they do. I know they do. Yeah,
I don't ever recall seeing like the Magnums outside of like the 3 6-packs.
Well, so the thing is like this is how like Magnum you. Like I'm actually convinced that like, and like I said in the Pen 15 episode we talked about this. They punish you for having a large cock, dude. Like they will financially punish you. Most of the places where I've had to buy Magnums, they usually only sell them in very large packs. And the thing is that like you're never going to go through those large packs. Like every time like I've had to buy them before, like I'll use like 4 or 5 of them, and then I've got like I've got like 20 of them, and I'm like, these are just gone to the wind. Thanks, $20. Those are gone forever. Like, God damn it. But the thing
woe is you.
Well, so
got a cock like 2 Coke cans stacked on each other.
Well, I was also gonna
staple the back of your hand to your forehead for me, please.
Well, so it made me think when because you brought it up. I don't think I ever told the story. Like, and I didn't. I'm pretty sure I did not tell this in the Pen 15 episode. I never told the story of how I found out that I had to use magnums. Did I ever tell you that story? Have you ever
No,
heard this? No.
no, but I'm pretty sure you've had the inverse issue that I've had on condoms.
What's that?
Let's hear your story, Mister Condoms shatter upon Mister, mere mortal condoms shatter upon the girth of my dingus.
So I got a question to ask you, Lettuce, before I get into this story, and I think you're going to be able to tell right away what's going on right when I ask you this question. Has your dick ever turned purple?
The full dick?
Like the majority of like okay. So maybe you don't know where this is going.
No. I know where this is going now. Oh dear God! Like I know where this is going because, I had a cock ring put on me once that was not installed properly.
All right, so then you kind of know what I'm talking about. Then awesome,
Like,
awesome.
But because I wasn't super girthy,
Right.
it was only mostly uncomfortable and not
Right.
fixing to cause my dick to atrophy off from the blood loss.
Right. Okay.
Because you got a tourniquet.
Okay. So when I had my very first serious girlfriend, which this was back in my last year of middle school. I was 14 and my girlfriend at the time was 16. And this was my first serious girlfriend, so this was like the first lady that I had sexual interactions with. And we had done some sexual things before we had sex, like, different kinds of foreplay, things like that. But this time, we decided, she told me, she was like, I want us to move to the next level. I want us to have sex. Let's plan this out. So we decided to plan this whole thing out where she wanted me to come to her place. And at the time, I was staying at my father's place, which was much further away. It was literally I think 5 or 6 miles away from her place at the time. But she was like, "Are you going to be okay getting to my place?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I'm going to get on my bike and haul ass over there. Are you kidding me? Like, there's no way I'm missing out on this." Like, are you kidding? I'm a horny ass 14-year-old. Let's go.
I was about to say you're gonna Forrest Gump that shit over there.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is that she was like, "Okay, well, just remember, bring a condom. Like, you need a condom." And I was like, "Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely. I got you, girl. Like, I'm definitely on that condom action for sure."
Jenny.
Yeah. I was like, you know it, girl. You know it. So I was like,
Bruh.
"How do I get a condom? Like, I
Bruh.
like, I gotta get one. But I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna go to
Bruh.
supermarket and go over there and
Bruh.
just purchase a condom, because that would be the smart and appropriate thing to do. But I'm a stupid 14-year-old, so
Bruh.
that shit. I'm not gonna do that."
You just walk over to your local chemist and go, "Harry, I would like you to sell me a condom."
Please, sir, sell me an appropriate condom. So
as a matter of fact, I'd like to get a fridge tickler, for I am Protestant.
So I basically was like, "Okay, so where am I going to get condoms?" And I was like, "Wait, my dad has sex. I'll just." I was like, "My dad has sex. I'll just go into his room when he's not around, and I'll just open up his drawer, and I'm pretty sure that he's probably got condoms in there. So I'll just kind of look around until I find condoms, and this will all work out." So I go into my dad's room and I start going through the shelves and the drawers and trying to find condoms. I find condoms. I find these little like Trojan, like wrapped in a little red package condoms. And I was like, okay, sweet. So I grabbed like 3 of them, snagged them out of the drawer, shoved them into my pants. And I like let my girl know I'm coming over. And I get on my bike and I ride 5 or 6 miles out to her place to get laid. So I go into the, like, we meet up, we're watching movies together, we're kind of getting the mood set, we're having some good, fun, sexy time together. And she's like, all right, I think I'm ready. And I was like, all right. So I'm like, I'll go get ready. So like I go into the bathroom and I unwrap one of these little condoms, and they're kind of powdery. They're not lubricated. They're like powdery. And like I think it's like I don't know why they were powdery. It was so weird because I've never seen powdery condoms ever since then. But I'm like, I unravel it and I'm like, all right, this looks fine, I think. And I make sure that I'm already
Baby powder is a perfect coating for latex when you can't because there's some people just can't handle the lubricants.
Yeah.
So you found out about a skin irritation allergy about your father.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So like I'm already like, my little head is totally ready to go, so I'm not too worried about that. I don't have to spend any prep time or anything like that. And I put this thing on. It's a bit tough. It's a bit noticing that it's a bit tough to get this thing on. So I'm like in there for a little bit, like really, really stretching this thing, and like it like tears a little bit at the bottom. And I was like, bruh. Well, that's probably not good. That's probably not a good thing. So I take it off, put on a new one, and I'm extra, extra careful. I'm taking even longer. And I get this thing on, and I get it on, and I'm like, okay, it's good. And it's not even like all the way down to the bottom. And I'm also noticing one other thing, besides the fact that it's not all the way 100% down to the bottom. I'm also noticing, I don't know if it's supposed to be like this. I mean, it's a bit tight. Feels a bit tight. And I was like, well, but then again, it's got to be real secure, right? Like it's got to be really on there. Like that's how you got to make sure it's really on there. So like it's probably fine.
It's got to be nice and tight.
Yeah, it's got to be nice and tight. And I'm like, it's a bit tight. It's a bit tight, but this is probably how it's supposed to be. So this is fine. So we get our groove on. We're having a good time. Like, like all the great action is going on. And I'm like, ooh, like this is awesome. But at the same time, like it feels a little, I don't know, like kind of like, I don't know, like itchy a little bit, I guess. I'm like, is this, because this is my first time, so maybe that's how it's supposed to be. It's a little itchy, but it's fine. I'm not going to mess with it. And like, we're going for a while, and it's a good time. And then we're both done. We're both done after a while. And I'm like, man, that feels good. But also, like, after I was done, like, man, I did all my business. I just can't feel nothing. I guess this is good. Like I feel great and I can't feel anything. And this is awesome. This is awesome. And like, I just kind of like had a moment where I was sitting there and I was like, I really don't feel anything. This is okay. And she's like, okay, take it off. I want to blow you. And I'm like, all right, let's go. So I take this thing off and I show it to her. And she's like, oh my God, is this supposed to look like that? And I was like, what? And she's like, I don't think it's supposed to look like that. And like purple, just like totally purple, totally just not good. Not good. Like really bad. Like I wouldn't say it was super dark purple, but it was definitely a not like, this is like a not okay.
A not like bone deep bruise, but a pretty substantial bruise purple.
Yeah, it was a super not okay purple. And the thing is too, is that when she like took it off and then handled it and realized that it was purple, my load blew everywhere. it was everywhere, and it caught her totally by surprise because I didn't realize it because I couldn't feel it. But apparently,
you were cock ringed.
Yeah, I didn't realize it, but because I thought that the load was blown. I thought like it was done and that was it, and like everything was fine, and not feeling anything was normal. And then I realized that when she pulled it off, and she's like, "Oh my god, it's purple! I don't think it's supposed to be like that." And then, bah!
I mean, that story is far more harrowing than my stories.
Yeah, man.
I mean, my standard post-coital maneuver is, fingering around to fish the condom that had fallen off out of.
Oh no!
Yeah, because if I don't pull out right away and I went like a little soft,
yeah, man,
it's in her.
Yeah,
that little knot, the little load knot, attaches itself to the wall, and
it's bad news, bro.
And it just stays. It stays there. So I gotta go in there, finger it, pull it out.
Yeah. Well, like I said, from that day on, like, I mean, obviously, like, I had to kind of like go learn and do some research, but that was when I found out that I was like, I have to have magnums. Like, I have to. So, but yeah, that's kind of how that went down. And like, yeah. And the thing is too, is that like, dude,
you're losing your V card story isn't nearly half as bad as mine. At least my penis stayed its normal color.
Yeah, man. But the thing is too that I was trying to also say, magnums are a scam, dude. They like overcharge and stuff like that, and give you too many, and it really sucks.
I mean, I guess that's just where you live, but where I live, like, I seriously like
you
can buy them
packs.
Like you can only buy them in like 3 packs.
That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that. I'm just like reminiscing on that story, and it was just so ridiculous. Ugh.
I mean, at least like I thought you just like it just like kind of shattered. Like,
oh, like the condom fell apart. The first one did. The first one,
well, the first one tore at the base a little bit. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like you're in the middle. Like, see, because I'm thinking, you're working the king snake in there, and then all of a sudden that condom's just like, no, tap out.
Yeah.
And then it just shatters inside of her.
No, it was a tough one. It was a tough one.
Oh.
Like it was pretty beast mode.
Nice. I mean, obviously it was hanging on for dear life, but
yeah, man. I mean, it definitely was not letting go. It was not letting go whatsoever. But I also, like I said, I remember that, like, not only the whole thing, it didn't even go down like all the way. Like, and I remember that too. It was yeah. So, point is, ladies, I'm hung like a horse.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you know this now, but sometimes, if you are long, but maybe not so girthy, it's as long as you can either, get it to your base, or get the condom to where it's fully rolled and whatnot. It's perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. For all those virgin dudes that listen to our podcast.
Yeah.
which is like, probably all the non-ladies.
Oh. Oh, I will. You know what I will say with that?
I guess we know Shed's not a virgin
That's true. That's true.
if he listens with Miss Rebecca.
I think they listened to it together. Maybe they did listen to it at different times. I don't know.
A nice family outing. But Scorp. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, listen, okay, I don't want to be the guy who's going to be like, all my listeners are virgins. Like, I don't want to be that guy, but
I do.
You would, you piece of shit.
I do.
Well, the thing is that I do want to say,
all you nerds,
is
nerds.
I feel like that having a relationship or a connection these days is much, much more difficult than it used to be in the past, in my opinion. Like, I mean, I can reminisce on these stories and like past relationships that I had, but pretty much all of my relationships and all of my relations were between the years of 14 and 21. So like
I'm go ahead and finish, but I'm gonna let you know I disagree with you.
well, all I was gonna say is like I am not a ladies' man anymore, guys. Like, so like I have no right to like make fun of anybody who might be having issues with relationships or troubles with trying to like get into relationships or anything like that. I can't point and make fun of anybody because listen, I'm right in that boat. Like I am not a ladies' man anymore. I can only reminisce on some of the good times I had when I was younger, and I am just a loner person. I'm trying to like get out and do more things lately. I've actually been working my ass off these last few weeks to kind of be more sociable.
Yeah.
But I have been a loner outside of having relationships for quite some time now. So
yeah,
it's not
that you're not a ladies' man. It's that you're a goddamn hermit.
Oh, like I stay in all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're pretty affable. You're a pretty affable dude. I'm pretty sure if you put yourself out there, you could reel in a few ladies.
It's possible.
You hear that, Google? Ladies, not dudes. Ladies. Ladies that were always ladies, not ladies that are still kind of dudes.
You don't know me, Google. Oh man. Well, like I said, I'm actually trying to make an effort to be out and about more often. I went into town like 3 or 4 times this last week. I met up with a old friend of mine who I'm trying to kind of spend more time with, just so I have like somebody that I can hang out with on a regular basis, as well as kind of have like a social connection to the real world. But lately, like I said, like I've been going into town to run errands and also just to be out in town in public and be kind of comfortable with that again. So yeah. I'm trying to make an effort here. I'm trying.
So creepy Uncle Lettuce.
Yeah. You got more stories for me, creepy Uncle Lettuce?
No, I got homework for you.
Sweet.
While you're out and about in town, like if there's like a cute barista or a cute bartender, shoot your shot. You're gonna get knocked down because shooting your shot at where somebody works is the easiest way to get rejected. But go ahead and just kind of knock the rust off.
I really like, so when it comes to bartenders specifically, I don't like hitting on bartenders.
Oh yeah, I'm probably no. Bartenders is probably a bad idea. I'm just thinking,
Yeah,
like you're gonna go. You're either gonna go to the the snobby coffee shop,
yeah.
or you're gonna go to a bar.
I've hit on girls that are baristas at like coffee shops before, with
Yeah,
actual success too. Um,
the checkout ladies.
at like what, supermarkets?
Yeah,
All right, man.
go to the Walmart. Don't go to the self check. Go to the aisle with the cute checkout lady and just throw a flirt.
Yeah, man.
Just throw a flirt.
Yeah.
Dip your toe in there, and you realize that you are actually not like a not a ladies man. It really is that you just let yourself become a hermit.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, what I was going to say was the first year that I moved where I currently live right now. One of the first ladies I dated was actually a barista that worked at a Starbucks, and it was literally just I just was really friendly and chatted with her. And what happened was I at that time I was looking for a job, and what I would do was I would come in early to that Starbucks, and I would sit down every day, and I would pull out a laptop and like start doing job searches, sending out applications and resumes and things like that. So I would do that like every morning, and this really cute barista that I used to see there all the time, I would always chat with her and stuff like that. And then like one morning she just like came over to where I was like sitting, where I was working, or not working, but looking for jobs. And she just literally came over, like, and she's like, "Hey, like I just finished my shift. I thought I'd come over and like sit down and chat with you." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, sure." And like, so we literally just chatted for a while, and I definitely was like, "Hey, do you want to like go and get lunch or something sometime?" And she was like, "Absolutely, yes." And I was like, "Awesome." So yeah, like I mean, I've done stuff like that, and that wasn't too long ago. Um, but yeah, I guess maybe that's probably what it is just needing to get out and about again. That's probably what I need to
Yeah,
be doing.
yeah.
So
Quit being such a hermit.
yeah. Well, like I said, I've been trying to make an effort to like go out and like do stuff again. So, but yeah, it feels
That's probably for the best.
yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's just that I don't know, locking myself up in my house hasn't been the most healthy thing of all time either, I guess. So, but yeah.
Well, no, but I mean, we're, I mean, given the global pandemic, we kind of just tiptoed through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Given your conditions, I could see where that was kind of a scary proposition.
Mhm.
So I
Right.
kind of see where you would be like, okay, well, it's kind of for the best, and it's kind of a natural inclination for this. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm just gonna shut myself in and do the stuff.
Right.
And I mean, that's good for a while.
Yeah.
And sometimes the isolation and stuff like that can be useful. But I'm pretty sure, as your father pointed out to you, that you probably overdid it.
Yeah, are you talking about when he told me to like he's like you need to go out on your birthday and go eat good food and go to a bar.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Eat some good food.
Yeah. Go and get
Have
drunk.
go, yeah. Get drunk.
Yeah.
Get
Uh,
laid.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um Yeah, and the thing is too that I do have to state is I'm actually like not afraid of being rejected either. Like cuz I know that you mentioned that like, shoot your shot and if you get rejected it's whatever.
Well,
Um
I just like shoot your shot, but know that you are going to get rejected.
yeah. Yeah.
Because I find like if I'm shooting my shot, which I haven't had to do in a while.
Right.
But if I'm shooting my shot, but I know that that's a very low value shot,
Mhm.
like I could like try out like cute new material, like really corny material. I can just something I've always wanted to try, just get it out of my system.
Right, right.
Yeah, it's just like
Bruh.
And
Yeah.
if it works, you got to realize like, how lonely are you?
Mm-hmm. Well, and the thing is too, like I was trying to say was that like I'm genuinely like I don't have a problem with getting rejected, and the reason why I say that is because I've definitely been rejected a lot. um like because usually what I do is like I'll just like be trying to just be friendly with somebody at first. And then usually like I wait until because I told that story about like the barista who came over and like sat down with me when she got off her shift and I asked her out and she said yes. I have a whole bunch of other stories that are exactly like that, but they end with no. So where it's just like, oh, I'm spending a lot of time with this particular lady. She seems really chill with me. It seems like we're talking a lot and having a good time, and this is okay. I'll go ahead and ask her if she wants to go out on a date or something, like go and get lunch or go and get coffee or whatever. And I have a very, as you know, it's really nice to talk about that nice little success I have with that one barista. But then let me tell you, I've got like 3 or 4 stories where they're like, oh, no, I'm not really into you that way. And it's like, all right, that's fine.
Hey, let's get lunch.
Yeah.
No, you freaky duck bastard.
Oh no.
I think like now this has never been said to me. I don't want to say that this is something that's been said to me or anything, but it would be really funny if I'm like, hey, want to like go and get lunch? They're just like, haha, ew.
That's yucky.
That's yucky. Ew. No, you gross, disgusting pig. Get away from me. Oh, man. Ladies, I love you. I love all of you. Every single one of you.
You hear that, Google? Ladies.
Yes.
Not dudes. Ladies.
Dude, so that actually just made me think of
Susan Wojcicki. You hear that up there? You're listening. I know you're listening because it's me. Hi.
It'd be funny if like Susan has like her like what is it, the little thing that like she's like secretly listening to her podcast and she's like, how does he no, how does he no. Oh my god. Oh man. So what I was going to say was I actually tried one time where I was literally thinking about that exact point, like the idea of like Google listening in and like trying to like hone the ads to me. So I was like, I wonder. So like there was I think there was like a YouTube movie preview advertisement that I got. And I was like, man, I really don't want to see this movie. Like, and I'm so tired of it being advertised to me. And I was like, I got an idea. So I grabbed my phone and put it like right to my face. And I just started yelling out like, I super do not like this. I can't remember what movie it was, but I was like, I really don't like this movie. I really don't want to see it. I absolutely am not interested in buying tickets for this movie whatsoever. It's not something I'm interested in. It's not something that I want to see. And I don't want to see it anymore. And then I was like, let's see what happens. After I did that, I never saw that advertisement again. Like, never again. And like, I still think, if I remember correctly, this was only like a week or 2 ago that I did this. So like that movie, whatever it is that I literally can't remember what it was like a Marvel movie or something. And I don't like Marvel movies. So, but whatever it was, I think it's still being advertised, but I never see it anymore. Like I saw it like nonstop all the time for like a week or something like that. And I got tired of it. So I did that to my phone. And ever since that happened, I have not seen any advertisements for that movie since. So take that for what you will. Conspiracy theorists. Excuse me. I need to go and put my tinfoil hat on now because Google is always listening. And the only way that I can prevent them from using their super secret mind control rays from reaching my brain to send me subliminal advertising is if I go and put on my tinfoil hat. And that is how I will stop them. That is how I will stop the evil Google overlords.
Oh, well, we both know that Google's just monitoring me because, well,
because you're creepy Uncle Rob.
Yeah. and I say the real shits.
Mm-hmm. The real shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. This has been an interesting episode so far, don't you think?
Yeah. No, this has been a fun core keeper episode.
I believe the word you were looking for was Final Fantasy, right? This is a good Final Fantasy episode.
There's been no Final Fantasy. There's been a lot of core keeper though.
A lot of core keeper, definitely a lot of
core keeper.
So much core keeper.
Sometime this weekend they're gonna release the preview for the next biome.
Neat.
More fishing.
Nice. Are you looking forward to it?
For the most part. Like,
nice.
We're getting the next level of war and everything. Like, or at least we should be getting the next level of war and stuff. I've still not beaten the Sky Titan. Oh,
I assume that's one of the like other bosses.
That's the Azor's Wilderness boss.
Gotcha.
Azor the Sky Titan.
Gotcha. I want to get back into the game, but I just haven't. Like, to be honest, I haven't been playing any games. I'm just in you've
been in kind of like. I mean, I know there's not a lot you want to discuss on the podcast, but I realize that your life has been all about the productivity.
Yeah. I've been definitely, like I said, like I've been going into town a lot to try and like I've been running errands. I've been going to my P.O.Box because there's a lot of like I've been getting stuff in the mail a lot recently. I also had to like redirect a bunch of my mail to my business address, my P.O.Box, because for some reason, like I have had issues with mail delivery to my at-home address. Like there are people who've been contacting me who've been like I actually had to deal with the biggest one was my tax guy. He contacted me and he was like, hey, every time I send you an important tax document, it gets returned to sender. Like he had to double check my address with me like multiple times. And I was like, yeah, that's my at-home address. Like, I don't understand what's going on. And he was like, well, I don't know what to do. I've tried to send it twice and it's come back to me twice. And I was like, okay, well, I need these documents. Let me give you my P.O. box and just start from now on sending me all my tax documents to my P.O. box. And like he did that and it worked totally fine. I got all the documents I needed. But because of that, I've also gotten like some things where it's like I ordered some packages and they didn't arrive, and then they contacted me and they let me know that they couldn't send to the address, so I had to redirect it to the P.O. box, and it's just been a big mess. So that's why I've been having to one of the many reasons why I've been having to go into town so often is because pretty much the majority of my mail now comes through my P.O. box because I don't know what the hell is going on with my at-home address. I even had to go and talk to my landlord about it, and she's like, "No, I don't know what to do about that." Like, well, she told me to make sure that like I had like a proper label and that it said mail only for this name and blah 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 blah. Which I did just in case. But other than that, they couldn't really help me. So, but yeah, I've just been really active. Been working on Photoshop stuff. Cleaning. I talked about how much I'm cleaning, but that's a very recent thing. I'm on a cleaning kick right now. I got to make everything look super clean because it's doity. It's doity way I'm at. And
Simple and clean, like the way that you're making me feel tonight.
oh my god, that's simple and clean.
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
I serenaded you with something other than Coldplay.
You did. Did that artist ever do anything other than that one song?
Hikaru Utada?
They did Hakuna Matata? Wait, what?
No, you're talking about Hikaru Utada, the person who did the theme song for Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah, Simple and Clean or whatever.
Yeah, did the theme song for Kingdom Hearts 2 and the theme song for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh,
She's a very well-liked and popular J-pop artist.
Do you like Japanese music, Lettuce?
Yeah. I like some of the Japanese music. I like the baby metal.
Nice. I have like a playlist that I run on YouTube that plays like all of my favorite Japanese like pop and rock music and stuff like that. Most of them obviously are from anime.
I was about to say some anime themes are quite bopping.
Yeah. I have like I was talking to Mike about this a while ago. I think that the outro music, like the end credit music for Trigun, is a goddamn masterpiece. I think that is like one of the greatest like anime songs ever made of all time. And like I was listening to it real carefully, and one of the things that makes me really happy about it is they use a broom as an instrument. And I love it. They do like a broom sweeping sound for the music. It's great. And I love it. I think it's genius. And I they also play like the spoons, like Spoon Man. They play the spoons. Like it's so good. It's so good. Like they do it like as if you'd think they were like Beck or something. Like Beck with all of his weird instruments and things like that, which I love. I love it. So end credit music for Trigun, dude. It's amazing.
I'll have to look into it.
I will be more than happy to send you a link to the song if you're curious. I will be more than happy to do that for you.
Oh, please do. It'll give me something to listen to on my drive to work tomorrow.
Hell yeah, bro. I was thinking about making like my anime, like I was thinking about not just the anime music. I was thinking about because I have some music playlists, but I always set them to private. I was thinking about maybe like setting them to like unlisted and then sending like the link to the playlist to like some special individuals to listen to or something like that.
It's kind of like a modern version of a mixtape.
Well, I mean, it's a mixtape for me. Like, I mean, if everybody else enjoys it that I send it to, then awesome. But it's like back in the days when mixtapes were a thing, the idea was you made them like for the person you gave them to, right? Wasn't that the idea?
Yeah.
So these are my mixtapes for me, and then maybe I'll share them with other people. So yeah.
Well, or you could just try to pawn your weebish tastes off on whatever woman you're trying to woo.
Yeah.
And if she's down, then that's a bonus because at the very least, you know that she will tolerate you being a total weeb.
Well, one of the things that's kind of interesting is anime is like actually really popular. It's very mainstream these days, which is a good thing.
Oh, I'm aware.
And yeah, so like I've actually met like more women that are into anime than women that are not into anime. Like almost like, and the thing is too is because like when I go out and hang out with ladies, and usually like, the idea is like, oh, well, maybe I'll have a chance to like, hit on this lady and, go out on a date with her or something like that. But right now it's just me being friendly and trying to leave like a good impression. So like when I go out and I meet up with like ladies, I kind of like cherry pick the things that I'm going to talk about with them so that I don't like, spook them. Like, you don't want to spook them. So like usually like things like anime or like magic or things like that, like that's not something that I would bring up immediately when I'm like hanging out with a random lady for the first time, because it's like, well, like eventually I could maybe lean into those topics at some point if they're, if it's relevant or if they're curious enough. But usually I'm not going to bring them up on my own, like for example, like if they say like, oh, like you like games, what kind of games do you like? And it's like, okay, well now I can talk about something that they might not be particularly interested in if I brought it up on my own. Or if they say like, oh, like, if I, do you like shows? Like what kind of shows do you watch? And then that would be a chance to maybe bring it up. But lately what's been happening to me a lot is I've run into multiple ladies who I've hung out with and chat with, and they would just be like, oh yeah, like I am actually a really big anime fan. I'm watching this one and this one and this one. Do you like, and then they prompt me like, do you like anime? And I'm like, oh yeah, I like anime. Yeah, let's talk about anime, girl.
That's yucky. No, but what I'm saying is just like as you're like chatting somebody up like online, just flip them your Spotify playlist.
Oh, I don't use Spotify
or whatever. Because I was just thinking about it. I was like, that's kind of like the modern day mixtape.
I guess so, yeah.
Just DM somebody a Spotify playlist link.
Yeah, this friend that I been hanging out with recently, they use Spotify, and they're trying to get me to use it, and I was just like, oh, I don't know how this works. I don't know how to use Spotify. And they're just like, oh, I'll show you.
I'm a Apple shill. I use Apple Music.
Ah, I see. I use Pandora. I'm a Pandora person. It's just, I don't know. It's just easy, I guess. But I get the impression that Spotify basically does the same exact kind of thing. Like,
yeah, it's pretty much.
Yeah, like you can just type in an artist. Like this is what my friend that I met up with recently taught me. Was they're just like, oh yeah, just type in the artist and then it'll make a playlist. And I'm like, okay, so it is like Pandora. But I also get the impression that you can just kind of, carefully pick out certain artists and certain songs and things like that if you wanted to like really be hands-on about it. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. So
right now you get Spotify gives you just a slight bit more customization than Pandora.
Right.
Pandora is just like pick a song. Okay, well we'll try to find things that are like this song, and then after like the second ad run, it's completely genre shifted. You went from like 80s Euro synth pop to 70s blues.
Well, I mean, I'm really hands-on with that thumbs up and thumbs down button. So, I make sure that they know exactly what I want, Like if they give me something where I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit? Like I'll just thumbs down and be like, no, Pandora, stop it. Stop doing that. Make sure that.
What the fuck is baby metal?
Baby metal. I actually don't know what that is. What is baby metal?
Hold on a second.
Oh God, you're gonna send me. I'm not. You're gonna send me a song, aren't you? Yeah, you're gonna send me a song. I know you're sending me a song. I know you're sending it to me.
I am totally sending you a song.
Yeah, you are sending me a song.
Because you are my little brother. God. And
I'm not a metalhead. Is it a band? Is Baby Metal a band?
Baby Metal is a J-pop metal band.
Okay. All right. I thought it was like a genre. I was like, I thought you were trying to...
Baby metal is a imagine speed metal
Yeah.
with lolly lead singers.
Oh. Wait a minute. I think I know this band. They don't have like a cross dresser in it, do they?
No.
Okay, never mind.
No,
Okay.
it's three very petite, very lolicon. Like if lolicon was in real life.
Which it is.
Yeah, if lolicon was IRL, the lead singers in baby metal would be three lolicon, and then like a Japanese, and then like a J-pop speed metal band backing them.
All right, man. All right. Well, it looks like, I mean, I can clearly tell from what you have personally sent me. I've got some music that I've got to listen to tonight, and I will be sending you some music as well.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we might have a busy night ahead of us tonight for music listening.
Well, no, I'm going to sleep. I got to be up in the morning.
Fine, be that way. I don't even care.
Send me your linku.
Okay, man. All right.
I will listen to it and I will enjoy it on my way to work.
All right. So I think it's probably a good time to wrap it. We're gonna wrap it like a shaft.
Oh, but not so tightly that it turns purple.
No, you don't. Once again, boys, get the right size. Just get the right size. Don't wear something that's too loose. Don't wear something that's too tight. Just kind of like, it's okay.
Unfortunately, you can't try on condoms before buying them. You just have to buy a bunch of different condoms and find one that works for you.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Is that the only way that you can really figure it out? Like,
yeah, because who's going to buy used condoms?
Yeah. Well, I was wondering if there's like a penis measuring doctor, you know? Is there like, can you just like go to your doctor one day? Can you just like call an appointment and be like, "Yo, doc, can you measure my cock?"
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure you can measure your own cock.
That's true. Yeah,
I mean,
you're right. Why do you need a doctor? I don't even know why I said you need a doctor.
I'm pretty sure you can measure your own cock. You just gotta do diameter.
Yeah.
For girth, you probably want to take measurements soft and hard.
Yeah.
You need diameter and you need length.
Right. Yep. Well, like I said,
I guess you it's easier to get circumference and then get diameter from circumference.
Right. Yeah. Well, because like I said, like you don't want to run into the situation that I ran into where, you wear one that's too tight and cuts off your circulation.
You actually do get a purple people eater.
Yeah, you don't want that. So, like, I guess I found out the hard way, but I highly recommend that all you peeps who might be listening out there don't learn the hard way.
However, if you want to last forever, that's actually kind of the way to do it.
I guess, yeah.
You stumbled across a cock ring.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not into that.
You stumbled across the cock ring.
Yeah.
You lasted for as long as you could.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have any sensation because, well,
yeah.
You were giving her the stranger instead of giving it to yourself.
That's a great way of putting it, my friend. That is a great way of putting it. All right. So, core keeper.
I guess it's time to say all those lovely things we say.
I love saying those lovely things. Thank you for prompting me, my good friend. So, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button. If you got a good laugh out of this, or if you also learned something brand new that you didn't know before. Or if you just really like Core Keeper, go ahead and smash that like button, okay, guys?
In the comment section, leave your euphemism for periods.
Mm-hmm. Tell us about the giant bowl of condoms on your kitchen, not your kitchen table, the giant bowl of condoms on your coffee table in your living room. I swear to God, if my sister posts a comment down there talking about that, I'll be so mad. But yeah, leave a comment down below. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already. If this is your first time here, and if this is your first time here, this is a hell of an episode to start with. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell.
And if this is your first night at club, you have to
check in the description below for all the wonderful links such as PayPal and Streamlabs. All donations are greatly appreciated. Wonderful shout out to the amazing Patreon members, which include Bo Falcon, Fajuk Enterprises, the lovely Miss Rebecca, as well as Scorpigeist. And there's P.O.Box down there. Check out the Teespring merch. Got lots of merch. I'm working on some new stuff. I actually was brainstorming some new ideas while I was in town yesterday, which was really nice. That's another thing. Walking through town and like being out in nature and just being out and about helped me get the brain juices flowing. So, I got some cool ideas for some new merch coming up. And I think that's going to be it. So other than that, we have been the Imaginary Boys. Good night, everybody.